Good day, everyone. One of the things that I noticed is that some of you had a hard time giving directions. So here it is. With respect to the positive x, we can measure the angle using the counterclockwise direction or the clockwise direction. So let's start first with the counterclockwise direction. So we have the y-x axis. So if this is your positive x, this is your counterclockwise direction. So you start with 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and 360 degrees. So for this one here, we can calculate our x component by pairing x with cosine theta. So, unlike the SOHCAHTOA, where your x can be paired with cosine, your x can be paired also with sine, using this equation here, ax is a cosine theta, and ay a sine theta, this equation is fixed, meaning your x will only be paired with cosine, and your y will only be paired with sine theta. However, the measurement of your angle should always start from the positive x direction. Now, counterclockwise direction yields positive values of the angles. So, you can have ax is a cosine of 270. Ay is a sine of 180. So, by using the counterclockwise direction, your theta should always be positive. With respect to the positive x, you can also have the clockwise direction. Okay? So, for the clockwise direction, you have your xy axis. Okay? So, start with 0. Then, that will be negative 90. That will be negative 180. That will be negative 270. And that will be negative 360 degrees. So, if you're going to use the ax is equal to a cosine theta, just plug in the negative. So, ay is a cosine of negative 270. Ay is a sine of negative 100, negative 180. So, if the direction of your measurement is clockwise direction, then all your angles should be negative. Now, we can also use the measurement of angles with respect to a standard reference. Okay? So, you have east, north, west, and south. So, for example, you have your vector there. So, if you're going to measure your angle with respect to the east reference, for example, this is 30 degrees, then you call that as 30 degrees north of east. Ang imuhang vector paingon sa north, gikan sa east. So, that's 30 degrees north of east. Okay? The first reference that you're going to mention is the one you are going to. Okay? So, kung asa paingon ang imuhang measurement. So, for example here, you are from east going north. So, you have north from east. Okay? So, that's 30 degrees north of east. And, of course, the other value, if this is 30 degrees, the other value would be 60. Because the total angle, the total right triangle here is 90. Okay, this is right, the right angle here is 90. So, if you start from north, then you call that as 60 degrees east of north. Gikan sa north, paingon sa east. That's 60 degrees east of north. Okay, another example. Okay. So, for this one here, we have, if this is 40 degrees, then you call that as, yes, that's 40 degrees south of west. Okay? 40 degrees, paingon sa south, gikan sa west. Okay? So, of course, the lower side, you can also name the vector using the lower side. So, if this is 40, then the other one would be 50. So, we call that as 50 degrees west of south. 50 degrees, paingon sa west, gikan sa south. So, that is how you are going to name vectors.